Imagine that you have a magical kitchen in your home. In that magical kitchen, you can have any food you want from any place in the world in any quantity. You never worry about what to eat. Whatever you wish for, you could have at your table. You are very generous with your food. You give your food unconditionally to others, not because you want something in return from them. Whoever comes to your home, you feed just for the pleasure of sharing your food, and your house is always full of people who come to eat the food from your magical kitchen. Then one day, someone knocks at your door, and it's a person with a pizza. You open the door, and the person looks at you and says, "Hey, do you see this pizza? I'll give you this pizza if you let me control your life, if you just do whatever I want you to do. You're never gonna starve because I can bring you a pizza every day. You just have to be good to me." Can you imagine your reaction to that? In your kitchen, you could have the same pizza, even better. You don't need this person's pizza. This person comes to you and offers you food if you just do whatever he wants you to do. You are going to laugh and say, "No thanks, I don't need your food. I have plenty of food. You can come into my house and eat whatever you want and you don't have to do anything. Don't believe I'm going to do whatever you want me to do. No one can manipulate me with food." Now imagine the exact opposite. Several weeks have gone by and you haven't eaten. You are starving and you have no money in your pocket to buy food. The person comes with a pizza and says, "Hey, there's food here. You can have this pizza if you just do what I want you to do." You can smell the pizza and you're starving. You decide to accept the food and do whatever that person asks of you. You eat some pizza and he says, "If you want more, you can have more, but you have to keep doing what I want you to do." You have food today, but tomorrow you might not have food. So you agree to do whatever you can for food. You become a slave because of the pizza, because you need food, because you don't have any. Then after a certain time you have doubts. You say, "What am I going to do without pizza? I cannot live without my pizza. What if my partner decides to give the pizza to someone else? My pizza." Now imagine that instead of food, we're talking about love. You have an abundance of love in your heart. You have love not just for yourself, but for the whole world. I have the same love here in my heart, even bigger and better, and I share my love without condition. But what is going to happen if you're starving for love? If you don't have that love in your heart and someone comes and says, "You want a little love? You can have my love if you just do what I want you to do." If you're starving for love and you taste that love, you're going to do whatever you can for that love. You can even be so needy that you give your whole soul just for a little attention. Your heart is like that magical kitchen. If you open your heart, you already have all the love you need. There's no need to go around the world begging for love. "Please, someone love me. I'm so lonely. I'm not good enough for love. I need someone to love me to prove that I'm worthy of love." We have that love right here inside of us, but we don't see it. Can you see the drama humans create when they believe that they don't have love? They are starving for love, and when they taste a little love from someone else, that creates a big need. They become needy and obsessive about that love. Then comes the big drama. What am I going to do if he leaves me? How can I live without her? They cannot live without the provider, the one who provides them with everyday doses. And for that little piece of love, because they are starving, they allow other people to control their lives. They let others tell them what to do, what not to do, how to dress, how not to dress, how to behave, how not to behave, what to believe, what not to believe. "I love you if you behave in this way. I love you if you just let me control your life. I love you only if you are good to me. If not, then forget it." The problem with humans is that they don't know they have a magical kitchen in their heart. All of their suffering begins because long ago, we closed our hearts and we no longer feel that the love is there. At some point in our life, we become afraid to love because we believed love isn't fair. You don't need anyone else's love. You are complete by yourself. When love is coming out of you, you are not searching for love because you are afraid to be alone. When you have all that love for yourself, you can be alone, happy, and there's no problem. You are so happy to be alone, and to share your time is also fun. This is an excerpt from The Mastery of Love